Hello everyone, welcome to KM Strike. I am Kamini Mishra and today we will discuss about structure of spermatozoa. Okay, see this is the spermatozoa, that is the male gamete or also called as sperm. The spermatozoa is haploid, that it contains X number of chromosome, that is a single set of chromosome, and it is microscopic, and in one ejaculation 200 to 300 millions of spermatozoa are ejaculated at once. Okay, at one ejaculation 200 to 300 millions of spermatozoa are ejaculated. It is flagellate. Okay, remember the word flagellate. Flagellate means it has a flagella for its movement. Okay, the spermatozoa tail is a flagella, and as we know that the spermatozoa moves with its tail. Now, the spermatozoa has 4 parts. Okay, the first is head, second is neck. This is the neck, which is slightly narrower. The middle piece, and the final, the tail. Okay, it has 4 parts. Now we will see each of the parts and what it contains. The head region here you can see has acrosome, which forms the capping, and this is the elongated nucleus condensed with chromatin fibers, that is the genetic material. This nucleus at its posterior end has a depression. Okay, so the acrosome and the nucleus is there in the head region of the spermatozoa. We will discuss its function later. First we will discuss the structure. Now the neck region. The neck region is slightly narrower and it contains 2 centrioles. Okay, the first is the proximal centriole and the second is the distal centriole. Okay, these 2 are the centrioles, the proximal and the distal, and these 2 centrioles are positioned right angled to each other. Okay, this is the proximal centriole, which is at right angle to the distal centriole. Okay, you can say these 2 centrioles are by position are perpendicular. Okay, now the third part is the middle piece. The middle piece contains the axonema or the axial filaments, and which are surrounded by spiral mitochondria. The mitochondria are spirally arranged in the middle piece of the spermatozoa. Then the last portion is the tail. The tail is the flagella. Okay, as I told you, the tail is the flagella that helps in the locomotion or the movement, and it contains the axial filament or the axonema, and the axonema is surrounded by a spiral sheath. These are basically the microtubules. Okay, the microtubules forms the axonema and the spiral sheath of the tail, and this axonema forms the cytoskeleton for the tail. Okay, now all the parts are done. The spermatozoa are lined by the external lining called the plasma membrane. Now under the plasma membrane there are 2 more membranes. First one is known as galea. Okay, what is this? Galea. And this covers the acrosome and the half of the nucleus. Okay, this membrane is called galea, and from the other half of the nucleus going downwards till the middle piece ending at the tail, this membrane is called manchet. Okay, this is called manchet. Now we are done with the structure of the spermatozoa, that we have seen the head portion, the neck portion, the middle piece, the tail and the membranes that surrounds the spermatozoa. So now we will discuss the functions of different parts of the spermatozoa. See, first one is the acrosome. Okay, acrosome. The acrosome contains the enzymes that helps in the lysis of the membranes of the ovum. It secretes two enzymes. The first is hyaluronidase. Okay, hyaluronidase, and the second is the acrosin. These two enzymes helps in the lysis of the outer membranes of the ovum during the time of fertilization. Nucleus. Nucleus have different genetic materials that helps to restore the chromosomal number after the fertilization. Okay. Now in the neck region we have proximal centriole. The proximal centriole helps in the spindle formation during the first zygotic division. Okay, after the fertilization, when the zygote starts division, during the first division, it helps in the formation of the spindles. Okay, then the second one is the distal centriole. The distal centriole gives rise to the axonema or the axial filaments that starts from the middle piece and ends at the tail. Okay, these are the axial filaments, and these axial filaments forms the cytoskeleton of the tail. Now coming to the middle piece has axial filament or the axonema and the spirally arranged mitochondria. So the axonema forms the cytoskeleton of the middle piece and the tail, and the mitochondria we know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So mitochondria inside sperms that are spirally arranged provides energy to the spermatozoa for its movement. Okay, so the last one is the tail, and the tail is the flagella that helps in the movement of the spermatozoa inside the female reproductive tract, so that it can goes through the vagina, cervix, uterus and enters the fallopian tube for the fertilization. Okay, so the tail helps in the beating movement. By beating movement, the spermatozoa moves. So we are done with the structure of the spermatozoa and the function of each part of the spermatozoa. Okay, now one more thing you need to know, that sperms are of two types. Okay, first, the sperm that contains X chromosomes is called gymnosperm. Okay, what is this called? Gymnosperm. Since X chromosome are basically defines the female. Okay, so it is called as gymnosperm. And the Y chromosome containing sperms called as androsperm. Okay, andro defines the male, and the Y chromosomes are basically responsible for the sex male. So the chances of production of a female or a male are 50-50, since the female produce the X chromosome containing gametes only. So when the fertilization takes place, there are 50-50% chance that either a Y chromosome can fertilize the ovum, or the X chromosome can fertilize this ovum. Okay, so there are 50-50% chances of fertilization by gymnosperm or the androsperm, so that a male or a female can be reproduced as a offspring. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment your questions in the comment section.